Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a Cloudy Sheep and we are playing Hearts of Iron 4 as Russia. We are trying to take on Canada and the US, and we have apparently missing equipment production, heavy tanks. I know that that is missing, but I don't think it is truly missing. Why do we need so much more oil all of a sudden? I mean, I don't mind buying more, but it's a little bit surprising that that is happening right now. How long do you guys need to prepare? 21 days until we can launch our attack on this Halifax area over here. Should be very good because that will allow us to land on the US, on the North American continent, of course, and that in turn will allow us to engage the US. Until then, let's see how the air war against Japan is going. I think our combat ratio is coming down a little bit. It used to be 1 to 10. It started to drop off a little bit. They are also putting in more fighters, I think, over here. Yeah, and some of them are a little bit better, it appears. But then again, we should also see that we are bombing their provinces. Yeah, 9 buildings damaged. And that is also only going to increase as we add more bombers over here to our strategic bomber squadron. Started out with about 100 captured bombers, added about 50% more, so yeah, pretty happy about that. Okay, so we are making some progress against the UK, even if only sending and destroying some stuff. How is the supply situation over here? You are way out of supply, so we should really not be adding any more stuff over there. Research finished, high level bombing, that's nice to see. I think that gives us a little bit more defense for our bombers. That's alright, not critical, but alright. Construction is always good. So would oil production be, but I think all in all our engineering efforts are lacking a little bit behind. So let's do this decryption analysis, hoping that we could do a little bit better in that regard. So I don't want to click this button now because there's one of these guys which would be ready to attack now, 10 days, whereas all the other ones need 10 days more, and I really want that to be timed appropriately. Over here we seem to be engaging or in battle against... Wait, stop. Right, so let's pick our battleship fleet, I think, and tell you to actually patrol. Okay, so hold, patrol, South China Sea, Caleb Sea, and Java Sea. This is your area. Good. And then the third carrier fleet, hold. Your job is going to be to patrol Philippine Sea, Bismarck Sea, and Java Sea. That should allow them to come to the defense of these. Who is that actually? Oh, it's a couple of our guys who are in naval invasion. And you're being attacked by heavy cruisers and a light cruiser. But come on, very soon you should be joining that, shouldn't you? Once you're here, I think you should start to come up over here. Come on, yeah, there you go. Heavy cruisers from our side joining. 3 carriers on the go. Here we go, just during the next day, yeah, immediately sunk the heavy cruiser. Very, very lovely result. And you guys are now also setting to sea, so that's good to see. Yeah. Fantastic. And we're destroying so many more Japanese convoys. It's really great to see. Good. You guys are not yet done, 6 days. 24th of October, probably. Eastern Canada, Bismarck Sea, naval combat. I think that should be alright. Yeah, it's probably just... No, it was a couple of land-based planes. Just look at that! 17 planes and they're shooting down 90 of mine. It's such a bullshit all the time. Anyway, let's have a look at you guys. You should be sending off a couple of people to repair. Actually, I have that off. Yeah. On. Oh! And stop. The Japanese are seeming to attack down here. Interesting, interesting, interesting. So whom are you attacking? You. No. You. Okay, so let's get the Marines over there. Sorry, the Mountaineers. Get you over here. And hopefully that should be enough to defend against this naval invasion. Interesting to see. Three infantry divisions are attacking over here. Can I get anyone who's sort of not too busy? I guess what I could do is tell you to guard the Philippine Sea, Bismarck Sea and Solomon Sea, and then you should be engaging these guys. And I should hope that that really drives them crazy, because they don't seem to be supported. But either way, very soon we are going to see some support in the defense over here. Yeah, there we go. That alone should be as much damage as they're doing. 12 more divisions. You are of course part of the 10th Army now. Please have fun training. Research slot available for improved anti-tank. Of course we're going to go down that route further. Do a little bit of upgrades. And in terms of production, what we can do is use our towed anti-tank over here and get the latest version of that, because these guys have a heart attack of 15, piercing of 75. These guys have a little bit more piercing, so yeah, definitely that upgrade we are going to take. Set you up to be a little bit higher priority. Should be fine, although 11 units are going to go for the strategic bombers first, but I think that's alright. Do we have really this few carrier planes? Carrier fighters? No, we do have a lot, so that's alright. Missing equipment production, yeah, that's the heavy tanks, right? Yeah, that's alright. Bismarck Sea. I swear to... Yeah, you're just shooting down my guys in droves again. I hate that feature, I really do. Straits of Malacca. I mean, it's true that some naval bombers during the war enjoyed a superiority over carrier-based fighters, or at least planes over planes. That's perfectly alright. Here we go. New guided missile, very excellent range. Could hit the US if we want to. Strategic bombing is also very good. Max speed seems to be fine. Naval attack is irrelevant. Reliability is irrelevant. Production cost. I don't think you actually need to produce these guys. That's a V2, yes. And this is not a rocket fighter. Anyway, good rocket fighters are nice because they have a very good air attack, and that means they have very good defense against strategic bombers. Right, I think what we should do is probably get better infantry equipment over here. Right, naval battle. Australian destroyers. Interesting. Outdated equipment in production. That should be our rocket interceptors. Here we go. Upgrade them to the latest version. Though I really don't think we need to produce 10 of those. 5 should be fine. And then what we can probably do is take these rockets over here and send them off over the Japanese home islands during the daylight strategic bombing missions. That should be okay. Very good. And it's the 26th of October, so that means our Marines can go ahead and embark. Not sure why not all of you are doing that. That's slightly discerning. Okay. Eastern Seaboard. We are missing air superiority or naval superiority over the Eastern Seaboard. That's down here. Okay, so you guys do make sure that we control all of these 3 regions. And then you are coming online as well. Yeah, fantastic. Lovely, I like to see that. Right, let's see how this naval invasion goes. We are of course already being bombed. Can we get more fighters over here? Yes, we can. Let's get a couple of jet fighters over here then. Your job is going to be to got the Newfoundland Sea interception and air superiority during the day, because that's where our guys are going to go very soon. Yeah, so I was saying, yes, land-based planes have some intrinsic advantages over naval-based planes, but bombers don't have advantages over fighters. It just shouldn't work that way. You guys are surprisingly fine. There's no enemy attack down here, so I guess you can fan out a little. You know what, you guys, you can go down here. And that should allow us to capture Halifax. I think one of the best harbors that they got. A little bit of a safe over there. Lots and lots of planes over here. United Kingdom, about 2,000 airplanes in this naval base. So hopefully very soon we are going to grab the base, and that should allow us to exert our influence over the UK a little bit more. Also, we are pushing out over here, so there we go. First naval base captured. 600 planes that we could base over here, and I think we should base over here. So again, let's get a couple of jet fighters. We are producing them like sausages. As a priority during the day. You know what? Actually over New England. Which technically includes parts of Canada, so I think that's going to be alright. Good. And you can come up over here then. And I guess what? We can pick our guys over here and send them towards Nova Scotia. Did lose a little bit of equipment because we couldn't guard our planes enough, but all in all things seem to be fine. Yeah, try to get over there. In fact, all of you should probably try to do that, and you can go over here, come up over there. You know what, you can go over here, just go over there and then there. And your job is going to be to capture that. Good. Very happy about this. You guys should be landing soon. Here we go. You. Your front line is here. Your attack offensive line is over here. Have fun. Go ahead. And you know what? Nope. Your job is going to be very aggressive. Get over there. Not sure why we have 2 units over here now. All of you, please just join this attack pattern. There we go. Good. Can we rearrange you towards New Brunswick? Yes, we can. Lovely. So the Americans are starting to come online over here, and we did stumble into a couple of militias. Okay. Meanwhile, some naval results in the Red Sea. Okay. Ooh, more heavy cruisers. Destroyers. All of the Australian Navy seems to be here. Jesus, losing so many heavy cruisers. And the Canadians as well. Let's briefly check our guys. I think you should be repaired. And all of you guys should be. Okay. Lovely. These guys shouldn't really keep out for long. Indeed, we're pushing them further back and further back, as I love to see. And yeah, we are seeing Americans on the shores over here. So, sorry, on the border. I mean, some counterattacks, but that seems to be all right. Light self-propelled artillery, unassigned divisions. You. I think you should be part of the 1st Tank Army, indeed. Yeah, so let's get you over here to Memo. And you too. Should you? Let's get half of you to here. The half to here. In fact, let's get all of you towards Memo. Cornerstone units? Oh yeah, apparently so. You guys can, I guess, be part of the second tank army? Insufficient resources in, again, oil. Are we actually getting the oil that has been promised to us? It seems so. Iraq could deliver a little bit more. As can you. Okay. Pushing to Canada. Seem to be being blocked off a little bit over here, so I guess we should go towards a more conservative plan. You guys are all redistributing, that's alright. You're getting over there, that's alright. But that means you guys can come up down here. Bring the hammer down on them. Yeah, there we go. Militia, militia, militia. And our first tank army is ready to go. Let's head you towards to come to Montreal and Ottawa. Across the river over here. I think that should be alright. In fact, we can send you over here. Oh, we seem to be having some supply issues. It's not that surprising. The naval bases over here don't seem to be that great. But I guess once we get St. Lawrence naval base, we might be off a little bit better. Getting to meet some Spanish over here. Interesting. But you guys should collapse, I hope, very soon. Yeah. There we are, advancing. You guys are likewise advancing. But missing some naval equipment, so I think we're gonna get St. Lawrence, but just in case that is going to be delayed a little bit, I think what I want is set up a naval base over here to get in some supplies. Let's build 3 in parallel across the border, across the shoreline over here. That should be okay. I guess, you know what, you can actually try to get there as fast as possible. Maybe cut them off. I would love to see that. Quebec would really be a nice win for us. Half of you come up over here. One of you come up over there. And circle back across. And that might help out. But the Marines are probably better at this kind of thing. You could get over here, cut these guys off. And then maybe there. We could get 1 tank to help out here, I guess. And 1 tank to help out in Quebec. Yeah, just look at this collapsing. You should probably cut them off instead of just attacking. Some free military factories. I think that's because we are advancing on the enemy over here. I think half of you should come up over here and then to Ottawa. And in fact, one of you is going to go over here and then down to Toronto. Lovely. You come over there. Free military factories. Yes, more anti-tank weapons would be nice. Do we have more? No, not really. But still a little bit more, I think, would be alright. Naval factories. I think it's time to think about a new carrier fleet. So let's get ahead. Let's build 3 carriers in parallel. Your job is going to be deployed in, I don't even care when, where. But maybe for tradition's purpose, we are going to say Sevastopol. And here we go. Yeah, fine. I know we don't really have the oil right now, but I think that's alright. Do we have more more air bases? Don't think so. Probably fine over here. You know what? You could join the attack too over there. Oh, but we are the ones with supply issues. That's interesting. You guys are doing this, but I think once we have this, we really should be fine. And you are capturing that, so very, very positive about this. Yep. Lovely. but I don't actually want you to attack. I would want you to encircle them. You're doing this, fine, lovely. This tank. Is there any victory point province? You know what? We can drive you towards over here. Yeah. Lovely. And that means I think we have the means to bring in a new army. That's going to be the second army over here, which we will send over to Quebec. And then we can collect our marines and send them back home. Right, more factories is always better. Let's continue to produce strategic bombers, I guess. And let's continue to buy some oil from Venezuela, because we're not doing that enough, apparently. Yeah, there we go. Good. So, with all of this, I think we can tell our tank army to form up a front. Yeah, not against the US, against Canada. And your job is going to be very, very simply advance towards over here. Thank you. And your job is going to be to push that actively. You guys are doing fine? Seem to be. About 3 tanks. I think it would be nice if you could capture that airbase for me. Likewise, one of you at least should get over here. Get over there. Do not get up to the north over there. Lovely. Montreal being guarded over here. And 1,000 space for 1,000 airplanes. Lovely. You're gonna get over here. You're gonna get guard Eastern Canada, and then we can set up another air wing over here. I think just to mix it up a little bit, new fighters would be okay. Air superiority during the day, maybe some interception as well over Eastern Canada. Right, how does New Guinea look, by the way? Yeah, everything is fine. Eastern Canada. Yeah, the enemy still has air superiority. Naval combat over here. Just some guys. Yeah, just some convoys. Nothing too major, so should be alright. Some damage to a couple of destroyers. Nothing too serious. We are destroying some convoys. Heavy cruiser destroy. Ooh, that's actually lots of damage towards destroyers from their side. So I think there are some guys here that needs to be detached and repaired, basically. But over here, we should send you over there. Should send one of you over here. Should send one of you down here. That leaves 2 of you. Should we start to attack these islands? I think what we want to do is set up a naval invasion order from here towards here. Thank you. And this is these 2 divisions. So, what are you doing? Third carrier fleet. Can you guard this, and this area? And then you can try to attack. Japanese. 18 convoys. That's a trade I'm willing to make. 35 convoys. Brits losing a couple of convoys. Why do the Brits have convoys over there? Lovely. Good. Asymmetric radar. That's also a nice development. Of course, we're going to go further down the radar tree. But what we then need to do is build a couple of more radar stations over here in South Korea. South Sakahilia, and over here just so that we can get a little bit more coverage over the Japanese island. I don't think we really need this one though. Doesn't stretch too far south into the US anyway, but over here some might be appropriate. And in fact, I think what I also would like to do is build up the naval base over here in Montreal, because of course we will try to get more more capacity into Canada over here. In fact, we can build up the infrastructure as well, likewise in Ontario and New Brunswick, so that we can get all of the things down here that we potentially would want to. Specifically, this could be a very good area to build up. And these are all things that we need to prioritize, of course. Means we are producing a little, some fewer factories, but I think all in all we should be fine. Specifically, these things only take a month, basically. So yeah, that should be fine. This doesn't even take a month. Yeah. All of this is pretty good, I think. And these 3 things will also be finished rather soon. Newfoundland, then air base probably we can do that with 1 fewer. Yeah, and then we'll be back to producing factories. You guys are all busy pushing out, so that's lovely to see. I think I'd like to take one of you, cut off these Afghans down here. Yeah, that should be alright. And you can get down towards Detroit. Sort of come back up here again. A little bit of backtracking. It should be fine. Yeah, you too. Yeah, we are pushing very, very strongly against them now. And Toronto's ours, so yeah, getting more and more victory points as well. I think the Canadians are going to collapse very, very soon. This motorized division we'll send to Vancouver right away. It's a long ride, but still think it's worth it, so... Can we send you up here? Can we send you up here and then towards here? You should probably just take the route across the seas over there. Volunteers? No, still not a good idea. Where's our second army? Second army. Still in the middle of the Atlantic, okay. Fine. 5th army. You're alright. You know what? We'll send you towards Montreal. If it does take a little while, and then that should be fine as well. You're pushing down there, that's cool. That I think means that we can take the Marines, get rid of their orders, and get all of you to Montreal as well. Okay, happy about that result. Do we need to take maybe Bermuda? I think that wouldn't be too bad. So... to a few. Naval invasion order from here towards Bermuda. Take the 1st Carrier Fleet. Your job is going to be to patrol Newfoundland Sea, Labrador Sea and the Sargasso Sea. Irrespective of the fact, no, we were being bombed over here, so that was not in fact a good thing. Scottish Highlands, that's a little bit far away, but I think that should be alright. You're capturing that? Good. You guys are munching this guy. So yeah, it's the middle of December, we are in Canada, that's not ideal, but I think all in all we'll be fine. You guys try to capture that harbor, please. All of you guys are coming towards Quebec. Where are you going? And why would you? Come to Quebec, please. Right, let's keep an eye on the construction. Nothing else that we could build over there, so alright. Eastern Canada, no Canadian planes now. Very, very good for us. Good. Let's keep an eye on the air war over Japan. 500 fighters. Over the last month we lost 80, they lost 9 times as many. We destroyed 40 buildings. We lost 2 bombers. That's of course sad, but I think all in all we can see that, yeah, our strategic bomber force is increasing incredibly quickly. And I think, in fact, the one of the bombers that was shot down was probably a PE-8 over here, which is far inferior to what we have now. So strategic bomber 1, we have strategic bombers 3 that have even been modified. And one thing I'm a little concerned about is the range of our fighters. So I think what I'm going to do is take a look at the jet fighters over here. Increase the range by maybe 2. Increase the reliability likewise to 96%. Maybe even this far. Yeah. Let's create the variant Mark II. Let's decommission the Mark I. And let's switch our production over. We are producing 20 per day right now, and that will get down a little bit. Yeah, by 10%. But all in all, I'm very happy about that, because that will mean these guys will cover Japan a lot better. And yeah, I'm down for that. So before we end the episode, I think the last things that I want to do is say that you really shouldn't be jet fighter. So let's delete this air wing. Because what I would like to do is set up only normal fighters over on the other hand, Western Canada's pretty big as well, so it's alright if these guys get a little bit of a range boost. 1,000. You can come up over here. And that should be alright. Good. Fantastic. 600 planes over here. In this airbase. Can we do a little bit better? I think I would like to have at least multiples of 4. So that we can park a decent amount of planes there. Again, that's gonna delay the production of factories a little bit. But all in all, I think that's not too drastic. You should actually be prioritized because you have such a large number of factories that you can build over there. Yeah, and all of this is coming online soon, so that's nice to see. So as we end 1945, I think very close to researching new modern heavy tanks. Yeah, there we go, 6 days. So yeah, very soon we'll be in war against the US, I think by the summer of 1946. So that's going to be very interesting. Until then, I thank you very much for watching, and to see you guys next time. Bye bye.